Hi, my name is Tina Demotica, and I'm a health science major with a concentration in communication disorders, and I chose to do my oral rehab project on deaf culture. Deaf culture is defined as the set of social beliefs, behaviors, art, literary traditions, history, values, and shared institutions of communities that are influenced by deafness and which use sign language as their main means of communication. Sign language is really a core value in deaf culture. It is how they communicate on a day-to-day basis. Right now, ASL or American Sign Language is the fourth most used language in America. Sign language is not universal. There are 200 different types of sign, so it will vary from where you are in the world about how people sign. And you can look at this as how we look at it in hearing culture. When we go to a different place, people speak with different dialects or different languages, so people are going to sign differently around the world. It's also different how people have conversations in sign versus how we have conversations when we speak. In sign language, as a cultural thing, they are very direct and they voice their opinion. And in a hearing culture, that can be considered to be rude, but that's how their culture works. Every culture has values, and they really value their culture, and they appreciate where they come from. And we see this as how they send their children to deaf schools, where they learn deaf history, history about sign language, deaf literature, and art. So they're really immersed into this culture, and they are proud of who they are. They also have traditions that are just stories that are passed on from generation to generation. And they also have cultural norms. So, for an example, how to get someone's attention, they'll use hand waving, which hearing cultures also do. But they also might tap you on the shoulder or on the arm, or if they're in a room and they're trying to get your attention, they might turn the lights on and off. Another cultural difference that we have between deaf culture and hearing culture is how we feel about science and technology. Cochlear implants is a big topic right now. In hearing culture, they're very accepted. If a child's born with two hearing parents and have a child that's deaf, they'll most likely receive a cochlear implant to help them hear. A cochlear implant is a device that can be surgically implanted into a person's cochlea to stimulate to cause it to hear. It consists of a tiny receiver which is placed one on the inside of the head and then there's another one on the outside of the head. And it basically just bypasses the part of the ear that's not functioning correctly to stimulate it. In deaf culture, some societies see this as very controversial because it's like getting rid of their culture. And a lot of people in hearing culture see deafness as a disability, but in deaf communities, it's not seen that way. It's really just seen as a different way to live the human experience. It's just divided. I can hear and you can hear, but we can still have the same quality of life. And that brings me to my last component of what makes a culture, which is identity, and that's accepting and being proud of who you are, which deaf culture definitely is.